Alright, 9-1. Here we go. We're playing some good priest. Lots of Alchemy carrying us to victory. And yeah, even some Prophet Velen for good measure. So we actually have not been fighting many Pallies and Mages, which is... Not fighting Pallies is really good with me. I can handle not fighting Pallies. Pallies rough for Priest for exactly the same reason that Shaman is. It just, when it gets to late game, the 1/1s, it just takes one of your like creatures attacking every turn. And when every turn he's playing a 1/1 and you're hitting it with a 4/5, you're losing a lot of tempo. I mean, but most of the time leaving stuff up is just too risky. A rogue, a gold rogue. Okay, so we have golden priest versus golden rogue. So we have turn 2 this, it gets backstabbed. Or, yeah, there are a lot of ways. Rogue is just a weird class to play in Arena. It's so hard to balance it right so that you have enough removal to actually deal with the guy's stuff, but also not just like crutching on your hero power to clear things, because you just die too fast. It just, yeah, you just die far too fast. Okay, well, we drew the Powered Shield, which means he's pretty limited on good options right now. I mean, anything like backstab, removal is probably forthcoming. Coin Deadly Poison, I could see. Okay, he goes with that. So that means he had no play. I can Powered Shield this and heal it up, which brings it to 3/4 and gets it out of range of the Deadly Poison. But I could also just play Dark Cultist, which is also out of range of Deadly Poison, and you know how it is. This just advances the board further, and as I say, like if he wants to, if he wants to Deadly Poison or do something like that results in him putting his face into it, there are almost no situations. Wow. Holy shit. Well, that does happen. There are almost no situations where now this is kind of interesting because Light Spawn synergizes a lot better with these and this. I think the risk reward of playing Light Spawn here is actually big enough that it's better. Just because, I mean, if he has this, obviously if he has the silence, it just sucks. He's got something for it though. That's gonna be like, no, he doesn't. Yeah, so now this is just great. Because I can like, just eat this. Earth and ring this guy back up. Yep. And I guess Chow plus Powered Shield here just is far better than anything else. He obviously doesn't have a silence. It's really tempting to put this on this, just so I'm not quite so blown out. He still really has nothing for this. Turns it into a 7/7 though. Yeah, whatever. Synergy too good. I actually probably could have taken 7 face there. Again, just because late game rogue can't use their hero power, and yeah, I just need to run him out of cards somehow. We are a long way from doing right now, but we have the board fairly heavily. For this early in the game, actually, I guess a 7/7 is pretty huge. I guess that 7/7 is actually more of a problem for him than I think. I always assume that Light Spawn's just going to disappear instantly, and that it's kind of a blank card. But yeah, I guess it is just a high risk reward. I mean, he obviously has nothing. Eviscerate here, I would shit bricks, absolutely. if his play there was Eviscerate and then face into that, yeah. So there's some bad zombie chow, but at least we're getting in for 7. Yeah, that doesn't threaten me. I actually am going to take the extra Yep, all of my things that are in my hand right now do things when they come in, and none of those things are useful right now. I mean, next turn I have this plus this, and then this just aces whatever he plays. He's in trubs now. My hand is really strong from where we are, because whatever he plays this turn is either getting Auchenai plus this, or worse, I mean, better for me is freeze it with that, take a million to face. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's in his hand. I don't know how he has that many cards. I guess because, yeah, I mean, Fan of Knives, Shiv, Loot Hoarder. He's just playing a crazy amount of draw, which really isn't a bad idea. But if you're building, if you start building your deck, ooh, yeah, okay, there we go. If you start building your deck and it looks like that's sort of the route it's going. So here, do I want to free? No, I just want to Auchenai Hero Power face or Auchenai Earthen Ring Farseer face? I think I'm actually just going to up the pressure. I mean, like, what are the odds? I can be pretty much afraid of any combo right now because he's so many cards in his hand. Like, he's got to have a Blade Flurry and like a Sharp Sword Oil in there or something demented like that. But he's not going to be AoEing if his solution is that. This rate on this, face into this. No, more Fan of Knives. If I can say one thing about this guy is that he is a fan of knives. A fan of knives? Yeah, I'm thought stealing. Give me something good to Ah, delectable. For the light. I will also say well played if the other person says well played a lot of the time. I hope it's not interpreted as BM when I do it before the game's over. You said well played. I don't know, I guess that was a BM well played, because he was just... Wow! Oh, wow. Crazy town. Thank you. Douche. I'm going to freeze this character. And I'm going to run out a Fairy Dragon. Sabotage. I can't believe that just happened. Yeah, now the Blade Flurry. Yes. Yes, he did not have Blade Flurry. Alright, we got there. Good stuff. Alright, Rogue down. Yeah, Rogue's just so awkward because you can't use your hero power eventually. It just, you know, you put your face into stuff and get crazy value over the first couple turns, and then a little later on you're just trying to rip removal just to stop his guys from... Anyway,